The Type 31 frigates, already considered one of the most flexible and cost-effective warships in modern naval design, are now set to become something far more powerful, floating command hubs for coordinated drone warfare. The Royal Navy is taking a bold step into the future by upgrading its Type 31 super frigates to operate coordinated drone fleets, and the implications are massive. Let's break down why this idea is not just good, but potentially game-changing. The Type 31 frigate, also known as the Inspiration class, was originally designed as a flexible, cost-effective platform. Its mission? To be adaptable, exportable, and ready for a wide range of operations from maritime security to humanitarian missions. But now, that flexibility is about to be pushed even further. With the integration of coordinated drone systems, these ships are evolving into something much more powerful. Distributed command hubs capable of projecting influence far beyond their physical size. So what exactly does a coordinated drone fleet mean? We're talking about multiple unmanned systems working together as a network. This includes aerial drones for surveillance and strike missions, surface drones for patrol and reconnaissance, and underwater drones for mine detection and submarine tracking. Instead of operating independently, these drones communicate, share data in real time, and execute missions as a synchronized unit. Think of it like a digital ecosystem, one that extends the ship's reach over hundreds, even thousands of kilometers. This upgrade addresses one of the biggest challenges modern navies face: situational awareness. The ocean is vast, and threats can come from anywhere: hostile submarines, fast attack craft, or even hypersonic missiles. Traditional sensors, while powerful, are limited by line of sight and range. But a network of drones changes that equation entirely. By deploying airborne drones, the Type 31 can see far beyond the horizon. Surface drones can patrol choke points or shadow suspicious vessels. Underwater drones can silently scan for mines or track enemy submarines without putting human lives at risk. And because all these systems are connected, the data they collect feeds into a single operational picture, giving commanders unprecedented clarity. In modern warfare, speed is everything. The side that detects, decides, and acts first often wins. Coordinated drone fleets can dramatically shorten that decision loop. Information gathered by one drone can instantly trigger a response from another, without waiting for human intervention at every step. For example, an aerial drone might detect an unidentified vessel behaving suspiciously. Within seconds, a surface drone could be dispatched to intercept and investigate, while the frigate prepares its own response. All of this happens seamlessly, guided by advanced software and human oversight. Sending a manned helicopter into a contested area carries significant danger. The same goes for deploying sailors in small boats. Drones, on the other hand, can take those risks without putting lives on the line. They can enter heavily defended zones, operate in harsh weather, and persist in areas that would be too dangerous for human crews. If a drone is lost, it's a financial setback, not a human tragedy. Drones are generally smaller, cheaper, and more modular than traditional platforms. A Type 31 frigate can carry multiple drone types and swap them out depending on the mission. Need more surveillance capability? Load more aerial drones. Expecting mine threats? Bring additional underwater systems. This modular approach aligns perfectly with the original design philosophy of the Type 31. Now let's talk about coordination, because that's where things get really interesting. Operating one drone is relatively straightforward. Operating dozens simultaneously is a different challenge entirely. It requires advanced command and control systems, reliable communication networks, and a high degree of automation. The Royal Navy's approach likely involves integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning to manage these drone fleets. AI can help prioritize targets, allocate resources, and even suggest tactical decisions based on real-time data. However, humans remain firmly in control, especially when it comes to critical decisions like the use of force. The goal is not to replace sailors, but to enhance their capabilities. This concept is often referred to as human-machine teaming, and it's rapidly becoming a cornerstone of modern military strategy. By equipping relatively affordable frigates with advanced drone capabilities, the Royal Navy can increase its overall combat power without massively increasing costs. Instead of relying solely on high-end, expensive ships, it can distribute capabilities across a larger number of platforms. This makes the fleet more resilient. Even if one ship is compromised, others can continue operating with their own drone networks. It also complicates the calculations of potential adversaries. Facing a single warship is one thing. Facing a warship that controls a swarm of autonomous systems across multiple domains is something else entirely. It creates uncertainty, stretches defenses, and forces opponents to deal with multiple threats at once. Of course, this transformation doesn't come without challenges. Communication is a critical issue. Drones rely on data links, and those links can be disrupted by electronic warfare. Ensuring secure, resilient communication networks is essential. Cybersecurity is another concern. As systems become more connected, they also become more vulnerable to hacking and interference. Protecting the integrity of the drone network is just as important as deploying it. And finally, there are ethical and legal considerations, especially when it comes to autonomous operations. Clear rules and oversight are necessary to ensure these technologies are used responsibly. Despite these challenges, the direction is clear. Naval warfare is moving toward distributed, networked, and increasingly autonomous systems. The upgrade of the Type 31 frigates is a strong signal that the Royal Navy intends to stay at the forefront of this evolution. It's a smart move, leveraging existing platforms while integrating cutting-edge technology. And perhaps most importantly, it reflects a broader shift in how we think about power at sea. It's no longer just about the size of a ship or the number of its missiles. It's about connectivity, information, and the ability to coordinate complex systems in real time. In that sense, the Type 31 is becoming more than just a frigate. It's becoming a node in a larger network, a floating command center for a distributed force of intelligent machines. So yes, this is a good idea. In fact, it might be one of the most important steps toward the future of naval warfare. What do you think? Are drone fleets the key to maritime dominance, or do they introduce new risks that could outweigh their benefits? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology shaping our world.